We've got a nice bit of red sky on a Monday morning. It's lovely. I think it's going to be rain by 11 though. Well, the nice sunrise did not last very long at all. It's well, it's lunchtime now. It's been raining since about 10 o'clock. It's pretty miserable out, to be honest. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm up at farm 2. I've been doing bits of hedge cutting. I've also got the grain store running. Builders are up here. Being busy builders. Yeah, I got the grain store running because I've been loading barley out of these bins, and the barley's sort of like got low down in the bins now, so there's only a little bit left in the bottom. So then I turn the fan on. I basically open up a flap on the bottom of one of the bins, and then you turn the fan on, and the open flap lets air into the bottom of the bin, and then air sweeps the bin, blows the rest of the barley out of the bin. Not much coming out of there. I've already done this one. There's a tiny bit left in the back, but it's pretty much clean. That's all wheat on the right. That's the bin that I'm sweeping it into. So that there was like barley in all 5 of these. 5? Yeah, 5. And I'm sweeping it all into one. No, that one's still got quite a lot left in it. That's the one I'm taking out of right now. That one's still got quite a bit left in it as well. And that one's got a little bit left in the bottom. I think I might go and open up the slide a bit more in the bottom of this bin. It's coming out very slowly. Let me turn the fan off. This is the one that's coming out of here. Yeah, pretty sure it's this one. Just to open it up a bit more. This is what I mean by the flap, look. It opens up the tunnel underneath the floor, underneath the bottom of the bin. And then the flap on all the other bins are all shut. This one's on that side too. Turn the store fan back on. Any second now. Yeah, there we go, look, it's back on. Coming out a bit faster now. Still quite slow. That conveyor there is called C2. And then that C2 there, look, it then goes up E1 and drops into C1 and back in the bin. Alright, Tuesday today. We've got a steamed up window. The weather outside, the weather outside is horrible, disgusting. It's windy and rainy, and we're loading oats. This is my second load for today. The first load I loaded this first thing this morning, not first thing, about 9 o'clock, when it wasn't, before it started raining. And now we're on the second and final load for the day, and it's peeling down rain. You would think it would make the oats quite wet, but it doesn't seem to. I'll put this one on the front. Doesn't seem to affect the moisture much. I would normally load the front and then the back and then the middle, but as it's raining I'm just doing, you know, alternate, spreading it front, back and middle. I will give you a sneak peek at the new drill at the end of this video, so stick around for that. We've got it in the shed. I know there's, I was teasing a bit, just putting up clips of getting rid of the old ones and not saying anything, but all will be revealed. And if you're wondering why with the barley, if you're wondering why I was putting it all into one bin, air sweeping it all into one bin instead of just air sweeping it straight out of the bin into the lorries, it's because, well, there's two reasons. The first one is it's very slow to air sweep out the bottoms of the bins, so it would take about 4 or 5 hours to load a lorry. And the second reason is so that if we get it all into one bin, then we know how much we've got, and then Simon knows how much he can sell them without selling too much. I've also been out hedge cutting this morning as well, in between loading lorries. The oats are nearly getting blown away. They did say there's a bit of a storm coming through this afternoon. Beginning with B. I can't remember what they said it was called. As you can see, we're getting near to the back of the shed now, but I have got a bin full of oats that I'll be able to run through the system, and it will come out that spout, and then we'll just load them with a bucket. I'm going to shut up and go in for some lunch. Put some logs on the old wood burner and sit by that for an hour, I think. It's horrible out here. I don't know how well that blue sheet's going to stay on in this wind. Right, I'm back to work. It's always hard to come back to work. When you go home and sit by the wood burner at lunchtime on a cold day, it's very hard to come back to work. But I'm back. I've just set out the store to run those oats out into that floor, so I'll show you that when we get back. I should have probably washed the windows before I came back out this afternoon. Can't see very well. This morning I had bits of hedge trimming sticking to the window and all sorts. You can probably see that field out there is looking very wet. Or just that corner's looking very wet anyway. There is wheat out there somewhere, in amongst all the water that's led out there on that corner. I think the whole of November we only had 12.5 mil of rain, give or take a little bit. And we've probably had that easily today, in one day. So November was very dry. Yeah, October was quite wet. I think that was 160 mil, something like that. Well, we got a fair bit come through. I got it running quite slowly because I was leaving it, going off hedge cutting, so I didn't want it to block up whilst I was away. Should be enough there. I've got 2 more lorries coming tomorrow, so that'll be plenty. That's the bin full of barley. And down here is the bin of oats that I'm emptying. These still are full, look. Loads in there. Okay, so change the subject a little bit. Lights. PROFORGE have sent me, as you know, this is PROFORGE box, what I've got on the front. They've sent me some lights to try out on this box because it's not got any lights on it at the moment. I was actually going to fit these this morning on the box, but after looking at them, I'm not sure which ones to actually fit. Well, I was going to originally fit both of them. So the small one just sends out an orange beam flashing, and it's quite bright as well. My original plan was to put that on the front. I've got 2 of these, but I was just going to put one of them on the front in the middle. But because it's so bright, I don't think that the car drivers will appreciate a bright orange beam being flashed at them. So I've gone off the idea of putting that on the front. I'm possibly going to put it on, because I've got 2 of them, I'm going to possibly put one on either side like that, and they just flash orange, and then anybody, when the tractor's pulling out of a gateway, any car the drivers will see the orange flashing light, and then they'll easily see the box. The other option is this big light here. I was always going to put this one on the side, and basically it's got a white LED beam on the front, orange LED on the left, and then red on the back. But they're not, none of them are flashing, they're all just fixed beam. If this orange beam was a flashing light, I would 100% be just fitting these straight on the side right now. But the fact that it's not flashing, it's just a fixed beam, means that I'm totally torn between the idea of either having this on the side or the orange flashing light on the side. So, and the reason why PROFORGE sent me these lights is to get some feedback from myself and maybe you guys in the comment section, if you've got any suggestions on lights to put on these boxes. But right now, just write in the comment section below if you think I should have the small orange flashing beacon on the side, or the white, orange and red fixed beacon on the side. Right, so this is what this orange flashing one looks like. As you can see, it's pretty bright, so I wouldn't really want that on the front. It would, if I was going to use it, it'd definitely have to go on the side. And then this is what the stalk light looks like. White, orange and red. And I quite like this one. Like I said, if that orange one was flashing, I'd be fitting it on the box right now. This is what it would look like. That would be about right there where I would bolt it on. Yeah, and then this small one, I'd probably bolt that in the same place. It's like Fly Tip Alley down here, look. Everybody comes down here and dumps their rubbish. Got a load of hedge trimmings there that somebody obviously didn't want to burn or take to the tip. Oh, I got the sun in my eyes. And then like here, look, got a wheel that somebody's dumped. Looks like it's off an old trailer or something. There's always loads of stuff down here. The other week there was a tent trailer that somebody dumped down here. I don't know, I'm guessing the council came and took it away. There's a load of garden rubbish there. Looks like somebody's fence over there. Some of you will remember this gapway from a couple of years ago when we were bringing in muck to the bottom of this field at Farm 2. I'm just folding up now because I'm done down here. I'm going to drive round to the top of these fields now and carry on with the hedges up there. The neighbour's wheat is looking very well. Looks very nice and green in the sunshine. They need to cut the hedges though. The winter barley, what we drilled in September, that's also looking really well. We're really pleased with that. Alright, those hedges look good. I'm pleased with that. Right, so we're back in the loader, and we've just got, I'm up at Farm 2. We've just got sort of like 1.5 train loads of oats left in the back of the shed now. I've got everything out of the bin, and yeah, George has brought the grain trailer up, and we're going to run them back to Farm 1 because we've got a whole shed full and half a bin at Farm 1, so we'll just top up that bin with these couple of train loads. And then that'll tidy them up then, and then this loader can go back to where it lives. It's a bit tight here in the yard at the moment. Might have to get the builders to move their van. Yeah, so he's got the 14 tonner on the 6150R. Yeah, so that's what we're doing this afternoon, getting this lot tidied up. Look at this baby little JCB, look. It's tiny, 525 6 metre it is. The door handles, well the mirror is higher than the whole cab roof. like harvest all over again. You get the grain trailer out and it starts raining. Right, so it's Friday afternoon. Cannot see a thing out that window, can we, with that sun? If you look out here, look, you can see the store lambs chewing off those stubble turnips. Even so, to begin with, they divided the field into two. Let them eat this half here, which is why it's a lot darker brown than that side. And then they've taken the middle fence out and let them have the run of the whole field. But they'll be out there for a while yet, because I'm not sure if you can see on the floor here, there's still quite a lot of turnips that they haven't eaten yet. I'm just driving up here because I've got one more run to do on the hedge going that way, and then I am done here for now. I'm going to go back to farm 1. Wash my window is the first thing I'm going to do when I get back to the yard, and probably service up ready for Monday, and yeah, get the hedge cut ready for next week. When I'm going along with the sun behind me, as you can see, it's a lot easier to see out of the window. But this morning I was out on the road trying to cut this hedge from the road, which is right there, and I couldn't see a thing, so I decided to come and drive along the edge of the field and have the sun behind my back. If I get time this afternoon before it gets dark, I will show you the new drill. But if I don't, then if it does get dark, I will probably video that bit at the weekend. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick look at the new drill in the barn, and then the next time you see it will be in the new year, hooking it up onto the tractor, and we'll be going spring drilling with it. Now, I know a lot of you were suggesting that we should be going down the route of direct drilling, but not all of our ground would be best suited to direct drilling at the moment, and we needed to buy a drill that was a bit more versatile and could deal with any type of seed bed. And as a lot of you have probably already guessed, what we have bought is the Kockerling jockey, or the farmer's bought. If you haven't seen the demo video that I made of this and you want to see me using it right now, go and check out the Kockerling jockey demo video that I made several weeks ago. And this is the ex-demonstrator drill that the farmer bought, the one that we had on demo, and I don't think it's covered any more than 40 hectares. I don't know exactly, but it hasn't done a lot. If we look at the points, look, they are tungsten tip, but they look brand new. I will just give you a very quick walk around it whilst it's sat in the shed, but and then we'll wait till the spring to make some proper videos about it. I'll show how to calibrate it and get it all set up, the depth control set and everything. This disc in here is something that I forgot to show on the demo video. There's a whacking great big disc in there that you can adjust the depth on it, but if you're drilling on a slope, you can wind it down in the ground, and then it makes the drill pull much straighter behind the tractor, so it doesn't crab. The drill doesn't crab down the hill. If you're wondering how wide this drill is when it's folded out, it is 6 meters wide. Pretty sure they do a 7 meter version, but 6 meters will be plenty enough for our John Deere 6215R. Right, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.